Hello everyone. How do you speak fluently in English? How do you speak confidently in English? How can you improve your English communication skills? And today I have got 6 simple steps for you on how to improve your spoken English. Now, I don't come from an English speaking household. Everybody in my house actually speaks or communicates in Hindi or native language. I understand that a lot of people do not have the privilege or the environment to grow up in a space like this, which is why the steps that I'm sharing with you today can be made to fit your situation. Let's get started now. Before we get on with the tips, have any of you guys ever wondered why we are not able to speak well in English despite the fact that most of us have English as a subject in school and most of our textbooks are also actually in English. So now there are two potential reasons for this. One is that we are taught English the wrong way in schools. It's just a subject. We don't have enough incentive to want to make it a part of our lives. And that's because whatever we are also taught in English is well pretty boring, and everything is done for the purpose of getting good grades. So everything is done for the purpose of getting good grades. So new language, there is this research by Dr. Stephen Krishnan, which suggests that you become fluent in a language when you interact with things that are so interesting in that language that you forget that they are not in your native language, but that doesn't really happen in school. And the second reason is that English is just not a part of our day to day lives, right? You are surrounded by people who speaks in your native language. So if you grow up in North India, that's most likely Hindi. If you grow up in Southern India, that's a bunch of different languages like Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam. Nobody is actually speaking in English, and so there is also not enough incentive for you to make yourself uncomfortable enough to speak a different language. But because of these two reasons, what ends up happening is that you become this person who always gets anxious when they do actually need to communicate in English. Now, whether we like it or not, English is more or less a universal language. It is the language of professional communication. So, I want you to overcome your fear. I want you to start getting confident while speaking in English and become fluent in this language. Our environment has a huge impact on how we speak and what language we speak, and what we hear is how we think, and how we think is what we speak. There is another research by this German scientist Dr. Kathleen Worm, who found that babies as young as 2 days old understand the tone of their native language. She analyzed the sound of crying of 60 newborn babies and realized that it actually resembles the melody of their native language. This means our environment starts to shape us since we are born. So, if you really want to change your old habit not communicating in English, and if you want to learn the new skill of communicating in English, you have to start incorporating it into your environment, right? And the easiest way to do this is to change the medium that you consume content. So whatever you are watching, try watching it in English. The reason that I am so fluent in English, actually I'm not, and I have gotten better over the years. is because I primer consume English content, all the shows that I watch, any YouTube videos that I watch, anything that I am watching in terms of the news, etc. Everything is in English. I consume content primarily in English. The only time that I am consuming Hindi content is when I go to watch a movie in the theater, and as a result of that, I am able to pick up all of these different cues. I am able to improve my sentence structure on the go, and everything becomes better just uh, uh, just with simple practice, simple exposure therapy. I just expose myself to the English language on a continuous basis, and that's exactly what you need to do. Even if you don't understand it completely, even if you understand parts of it, it actually starts by exposing yourself to more and more content in English. For example, if you like personal growth content, watch YouTubers who create that content in English. Whatever you enjoy, consume that content in English, and shows and cartoons that are made specifically for kids, right? Also recommend doing when it comes to consuming content is reading more books in English, and this can actually easily help you add 300 to 400 new words to your vocabulary every time you finish reading a book. And reading books actually also have helps you improve your sentence structure and your grammar, and that's a double win. Every other tip on this list is irrelevant if you don't actually practice speaking in this language that you want to get fluent in, right? You can consume content, you can read more books, you can watch more videos, but if you are not actually speaking well, then you are not improving your English. Now, English try to avoid speaking in English in social settings because they are too afraid to make mistakes. They are afraid that they are going to freeze mid sentence or say something that will not make sense. But most of all people are just afraid to make a fool out of themselves, and this fear is completely valid. But I will say it again, you can not get fluent in English unless you start speaking in English. Right now, I am not immediately going to ask you to go to a room full of people and just start speaking. That's not what this is about. So one of the easiest and safest ways to practice your English speaking skills is by using a process called imitation, where you basically watch a piece of content in English and then try to summarize or speak about it in your own words, right? And I would suggest go a step further and record yourself while you are doing this exercise. So let's say that you watched a 5-minute YouTube video, right? Once you watched it, you are going to come back, sit in front of your phone, switch on your camera, and then record yourself summarizing uh, what you just watched, uh, but in English. Now, this actually serves two purposes. One, it acts as your video journal, right? You need to see that you are improving to stay motivated, but sometimes you get so obsessed with your final goal that you don't realize how far you have already come. And when you record yourself, you can easily track your progress and stay on track and stay motivated. And to speaking in front of the camera like this gives you a very different kind of confidence. Choose an item in your room and spend 2 minutes describing that item or speaking about that item with whatever information that you can come up with while you are recording yourself on your phone camera, and both of these also serve the same purpose. Now keep in mind and that when you start out with this exercise you will probably speak well for 30 seconds or a minute, and after that you will want to switch to speaking in your native language. That is where the real challenge begins. You will most likely fumble a lot. You will even forget the most basic words that you already know, and you might feel like giving up. But once you start doing this for a week straight, promise you that you will get better. And because you are facing all of the struggle in the privacy of your own room, nobody else is seeing it, you are actually much better off. You will actually be a lot more confident the next time that you have to step out and speak to somebody else. English now, most of us struggle to speak fluently in English because we do not even know what we want to do, say, and no, it's not because you have limited vocabulary. Vocabulary is actually not so much of an issue when it comes to speaking fluently in English. If you can communicate something in your native language, trust me, you can also communicate it in English. You know enough words for that. The issue is that when you don't regularly speak in English, you don't actually learn how to think in English. You are thinking in your native language, and before speaking, you have to translate everything you are thinking into English, and then you have to speak. So it's a multi-step process, and that is where the problem occurs. We speak well in the language that we think in. So if you are not thinking well in English, you are not speaking well in English, and the easiest way to change that is a 10-minute journaling exercise every night before you go to bed. Grab your notebook, find a spot in your house, get comfortable, and start journaling you to get clarity of thought in English. It trains your brain to think in English. Secondly, it trains your brain to process your feelings in English instead of processing them in your native language, which is probably what you are used to doing. So this actually is a non-skippable step. It only takes 10 minutes of your time, and gradually you will become even faster fluent and to gain clarity of thought, and the English bit of it actually happens on autopilot because you already know enough words. I promise you that what you need to focus on is how you are forming your sentences and how well you understand the language from a grammatical perspective. Now the reason that you all think that I speak so well in English is because I have a very solid command over the English grammar and over sentence structuring. If somebody else is speaking in broken sentences, if their grammar is off about it from this perspective, you could learn 10, 1500 different words in a language like French, but does that mean that you can speak well in that language? Well, probably not, which is why you need to focus more on improving your grammar and your sentence structure. Now, how do you do that? One is reading, because obviously we speak, and overcoming your ego is just as important as overcoming your fear of embarrassment, and are not intelligent enough, and they see us as inferior to them, but that's just not true. Once you start believing this fact, you will actually become a lot more relaxed when you are speaking, and that will also translate to you speaking more confidently. Now, I have already spoken about the importance of this thing because you speak well in the language that you think in. If you are thinking in your native language, you will speak well.